Regional NRM organisations are developing place-based actions and methods to actually measure the outcomes of those actions. We've got these fantastic long-term monitoring programs that are underway, and that gives a really important foundation for the nature repair market. The thing about creating accountable ways to measure is that then enables financing. So that becomes a really important foundation for enabling financing and financing mechanisms into nature.
The Ecosystem Health Monitoring Program was founded in 1999, and so we've used the data we've collected over the last 24 years to guide investment, to understand what the ecosystem trends are, and also to understand what the trends are for the threats, including climate change. The monitoring of waterways in southeast Queensland encapsulates all of the river systems. So we have high quality data collected in very specific ways so that it's completely robust. And then the integrity comes. If you want to scale up investment, people need to feel confident that investment will be targeted where it needs to go and that it will actually have impact that we claim. I think the power of the Ecosystem Health Monitoring Program, the power of independently and transparently reporting on that data gives investors confidence.
The scaling up of nature repair investment in southeast Queensland is crucial. Healthy Land and Water have developed a program which is called Investor. We've built Investor from the ground up based on what we've done in the past and actually able to deliver multiple benefits for each investment. Using Investor as an example, we can bring money into southeast Queensland to help mitigate the impacts of climate change, to help protect our infrastructure, to help green our city, to help protect our communities. We've got a runway of 8 years now to the 2032 Olympic Games. What a fantastic opportunity to get massive outcomes and actually be on the world stage for a Green Games.
This Blue Carbon Ecosystem Restoration Project has effectively removed a levee to return the natural tidal flow to a stranded temperate salt marsh community. We developed a partnership with the landholder out here on this farm to actually remove that levee. Received funding through the Australian Government's Blue Carbon Ecosystem Restoration Program to do that. This project has been a really great example of blue carbon ecosystem restoration because it's enabled us to identify the types of activities that need to be undertaken to prepare for a project of this scale and nature. Our partners in this project, Blue Conservation Services, are working with us and the landholder to develop environmental economic accounts using the System of Environmental Economic Accounting framework. What we're going to learn from this project that we've never learnt from projects before is what these changes that we're going to see in the landscape and the environment, what they actually mean in terms of economic outcomes. And then we'll be able to share that broadly so that other people understand what it means to participate in nature repair and the broad and diverse co-benefits of undertaking this restoration so that it's not just about what you can see in front of you, but how the landscape and communities beyond this particular place will feel the impacts of this change. When we think about environmental economic accounts and blue carbon ecosystem restoration, what we can see is that people will gain a knowledge of the environmental services that can be achieved through blue carbon ecosystem restoration and what that might mean for how they invest in the future and the types of services that they value and want to return through nature repair.
The wet tropics forests are older than the Amazon rainforests, are said to be the second most irreplaceable place on the planet, and they're the most highly biodiverse area in the whole of Australia. So this region's under significant threat, in particular climate change, but also development and biosecurity risks, so weeds and pests. But what we've seen over the last 20 years is a real reduction in the amount of investment in this region.
And as part of cassowary credits, we're trying to recreate conditions that will support those forests and ecosystems. Our target in cassowary credits is to replant 20,000 hectares, and we know that by doing that, we'll build resilience in the wet tropics forests.
The Cassowary Credit Scheme has had the involvement of a huge range of stakeholders, including landholders, all levels of government, rainforest Aboriginal people, local landcare groups and researchers.
But more and more we're seeing that pressure come from shareholders and stakeholders. They want to see companies taking action to invest in nature and to support nature positive outcomes.